Hello, welcome back to our statistics class. Today we'll be dealing with the Pearson product movement correlation. The data before us here was a random selection of few data from a spelling bee word puzzle involving about 5 children. These scores were obtained in order to see if there is a significant relationship between the pupils' spelling ability and their scores obtained in the word puzzle. Pearson product movement correlation is a parametric statistic. So assuming this scores satisfy the condition necessary to use parametric statistics, since we are dealing with correlation, a relationship, and the Pearson product moment correlation will be okay for that. Before we do justice to this topic, we need to find out what are the parameters we need. And these parameters has to be obtained from the formula, which is given by R is equals to N multiplied by the summation of the product of the two variables x and y minus summation of one of the variable multiplied by summation of the other variable, all divided by square root of the number of sample multiplied by the summation of the square of one of the variable x minus the summation of the variable x and squared. This as well will be multiplied by the multiplication of the summation of the squared of the other variable minus summation of the other variable squared. So this is the formula we need to find out our R calculated. So from here now we can see that we need to get our x and y, that is multiply one of the variable with the other, and as well we need to have the square of each of the variables. So the first thing we need to do is to get our x, y, meaning that we are to multiply x and y. So multiplying 2 by 5 will have 10, multiply 4 by 6 will have 24, then multiply 8 by 9 will have 72, multiply 4 by 5 will have 20, and multiplying 3 by 5 will have 15. Then we need to get the square of each of the variables as well. So we'll have x squared here, meaning multiplying these variables by themselves. 2 by itself, that's 4. 2 squared equals to 4. 4 squared equals to 16. 8 squared equals to 64. 4 squared equals to 16. 3 squared equals 9. Then the next thing we need to have here is the y squared. Y squared, so meaning we are to multiply these variables by themselves. 5 squared will have 25. Then 6 square will have 36, 9 square will have 81, then 5 square will have 25, 5 square again will have 25. So now the next thing is to get the summation of all these variables, all these parameters. So when we sum 2, 4, 8, 4, 3, we'll have 21. So this means that our summation x is equals to 21. When we sum up these 5, 6, 9, 5, 5 will have 30. So summation y is equal to 30. Now when we sum up xy, so we'll have 10, 24, 72, 20, 15, we'll have 141. So this means that summation xy is equals to 141. Then when we sum up this summation x squared, that's 4, 20, we'll have whatever, and then we'll have summation x square will give us 109. Then summation y square will give us 192. So having got all this, we can now substitute all of this into this formula. So by implication, we'll have our R equal to N is equals to 5. So we'll have 5 into bracket summation xy. Summation of xy is 141 minus summation x is 21. So multiply by summation of the y is 30. Now divide by our n is 5. Summation x square is 109 minus summation of x 21. Then the square. Then we'll have 5 here again for this n. Summation y square equals to 192 minus summation of y 30, then squared. So all this gonna be under the square root. So now this means that our r equals to 5 multiplied by this, will have 705 minus 21 multiplied by 30, will have 630. Now divide by 5 multiplied by 109, then we'll have 545 minus 21 square, will have 441. This is going to multiply with that of the y variable. So y 5 multiplied by 192 will have 960 minus 30 square is 900. Everything gonna be under the square root. So we'll have r now we'll minus 630 from 705, we'll have 75. Divide by this, subtract this, we'll have 104, and this subtract this, we'll have 60. Hence, r is equals to 75 divided by, when this multiplies this, we'll have 6,240 in square root. So our r equal to 75 divided by, when we take the square root of this, we'll have 78.99367. So hence r will now equal to, when we divide this by this, we'll have 0.949. So this is called the r calculated. So having seen this, it means that our correlation coefficient is positive. Hence, the increase in the pupil's ability in spelling will lead to an increase in obtaining more scores in the word puzzle. This is what this R calculated means. Since it is positive, an increase in one variable leads to an increase in the other variable. However, we need to check for the significance of the relationship. So to check for the significance of the relationship, we'll get our degree of freedom, df, which equals to n minus 1. By implication, we'll have 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So hence, we go to our R distribution table to get the R critical or R tabulated. From the distribution table, R tabulated at degree of freedom 4, if we are to test our null hypothesis for 0.05 level of significance, then we'll have 0.811 as R tabulated. Now we can compare this R tabulated to our R calculated. By implication, it means the R calculated is greater than the R tabulated. Hence, our null hypothesis will be rejected. So rejecting this null hypothesis therefore means that the relationship is not only just positive, but it is also significant. Hence, we can conclude that there is significant relationship between the pupil's spelling ability and their scores obtained in their word puzzle. So therefore, once the pupils are having higher ability in spelling, there's tendency for them to have higher scores in puzzles. And when their spelling ability is also low, there's also tendency for them to have a low score in their word puzzles. I'm sure this lesson will help you in solving problems related to correlation. If you have not understand it very well, you can play the video back all over and over again till you understand how to put this calculation in order. And if you know this video helps you, you can just click on a thumbs up by liking our video, and as well maybe you can turn on the notification so as soon as we drop a new video you can get notified. Thank you very much for listening and have a wonderful day till we meet in the next class.